Yeah.
And you said it just earlier, but I wanted to go back on that. You think that this might be the greatest film that you've...
I mean, look, most of the time when the movie is this much fun.
Y'all grab your popcorn and buckle up because this tea is scalding hot. Marvel Studios, yes, the same Marvel that brought us the Avengers and Deadpool, just dropped a massive lawsuit on Ryan Reynolds. And if you think that's wild, wait until you hear how Blake Lively might be tangled up in this mess. This is the kind of drama that makes reality TV look like child's play. Let's get into it. First, let's set the stage. Ryan Reynolds is the guy, Deadpool, the king of sarcasm, and the internet's favorite husband. He's the face of a billion-dollar franchise and the guy who made chimichangas cool again. And then there's Blake Lively, Hollywood's golden girl, fashion icon, and Ryan's better half. Together, they're the ultimate power couple. But behind the scenes, things are messier than a Deadpool fight scene. And let's not forget Justin Baldoni, the guy who made us cry in Jane the Virgin and is now directing Blake in a new film adaptation. He's the wild card in this drama, and trust me, his role is juicy. But more on that in a sec. Okay, so here's where it gets spicy. Blake Lively signed on to star in Justin Baldoni's new film adaptation, and at first everything seemed like a match made in Hollywood heaven. Early press photos show Blake and Justin all smiles, laughing on set, and gushing about each other in interviews. Blake even called Justin's vision inspiring and refreshing, which, coming from someone as polished and media savvy as Blake, felt like high praise.
You know, I was lucky to be able to be involved in so many different aspects of this movie, not just on screen. On screen is the smallest amount of work that I did in this film, to be honest. I took the relationships with my mother, or my sisters, or my children, and my feelings.
Fans were excited. This was Blake Lively, after all, the Queen of Chic, teaming up with Justin Baldoni, the guy who made us ugly cry in Jane the Virgin. What could go wrong? Well, as it turns out, a lot. Behind the scenes, things weren't as rosy as they seemed. Whispers started circulating that Blake wasn't exactly thrilled with Justin's creative control. And here's the thing, Justin wasn't just directing the film, he was also co-writing the script and starring in it. That's a lot of hats for one person to wear, and Blake, who's used to having a significant say in her projects, wasn't having it. Sources close to the production claimed that Blake felt overshadowed and sidelined, especially when it came to key creative decisions. At first, it seemed like typical Hollywood friction, you know, creative differences, egos clashing, the usual drama that happens when strong personalities collide. But then, Blake dropped a bombshell. She accused Justin of orchestrating a smear campaign against her, leaking stories to the tabloids that painted her as difficult and demanding. Y'all, the internet lost it. Fans were divided. Some rallied behind Blake, calling Justin out for allegedly using his connections to tarnish her reputation. Others were skeptical, wondering if this was just a case of Hollywood, he said, she said. But wait, it gets messier.
I haven't given myself time to recover or time to heal. I had a intense year. A lot of material success and a lot of emotional stress. It's very hard on me and my family.
Justin didn't stay quiet. He fired back with receipts. Text messages surfaced, allegedly showing Blake discussing how to use her dragons, Baka, her powerful network, including her husband, Ryan Reynolds, to strong-arm her way into getting what she wanted. According to these messages, Blake wasn't just fighting for creative control. She was allegedly leveraging her connections to pressure Justin and the production team. And if that's true, this isn't just about Blake and Justin anymore. This is about Ryan Reynolds, Marvel, and the future of Deadpool. Because here's the thing, Ryan isn't just Blake's husband. He's Deadpool. He's the face of one of Marvel's most successful franchises, and his influence stretches far beyond the screen. If Blake was using Ryan's clout to push her agenda, that puts Ryan right in the middle of this mess. And for Marvel, that's a huge problem. The studio has built its empire on carefully curated relationships with its stars, and anything that threatens that balance is a big no-no. And so what started as a behind-the-scenes feud between Blake and Justin has now spiraled into a full-blown scandal that could have serious repercussions for Ryan's career and the future of the Deadpool franchise. And y'all, this is just the beginning.
I just kind of cast it as, oh, he's losing his marbles. Had I known, I think I would have handled it better. I think I would have been a much more patient person. I think my father would have felt way less alone.
The internet is buzzing, the tabloids are feasting, and fans are glued to their screens, waiting for the next twist in this wild Hollywood saga. Now here's where things go from messy to chaotic. Marvel Studios, the powerhouse behind the MCU, decided they had enough. They filed a lawsuit against Ryan Reynolds, and y'all, this isn't just a slap on the wrist. This is a full-blown legal battle that could shake the entire Marvel universe. The lawsuit cites breach of contract and reputational damage, which, in Hollywood terms, is like dropping a nuclear bomb. Marvel doesn't just sue its stars, especially not someone as integral to their success as Ryan Reynolds. So the fact that they're taking this step, it's huge. According to insiders, Marvel discovered internal memos and communications that allegedly tie Ryan's camp to strategies that put undue pressure on the studio. These documents suggest that Ryan and Blake used their clout, both individually and as a power couple, to manipulate press coverage and push for creative control over Deadpool projects. Think about that for a second. Ryan, the guy who was Deadpool, allegedly leveraging his position to strong-arm the studio that made him a global superstar. And Blake, with her own impressive network, reportedly played a role in this behind-the-scenes maneuvering. For Marvel, this was the final straw. The studio's official statement said they're taking legal action to safeguard their brand and interests. Translation, they're not messing around.
And I'm really excited. But as I've gotten a little bit older, I sort of want to. Really, I'm lucky that I get to work in this industry, and particularly incredibly fortunate that I get to work in it this long.
Marvel has spent over a decade building the MCU into a multi-billion-dollar empire, and they're not about to let anyone, not even Ryan Reynolds, jeopardize that. This lawsuit could have massive implications. For Ryan, it's a direct threat to his career and his reputation as Hollywood's golden boy. For the Deadpool franchise, it raises questions about whether Ryan will ever don the red suit again. And for Blake, well, let's just say her once flawless image is taking some serious hits. Of course, the internet is losing its mind over this. Twitter is flooded with takes like, this is the messiest thing since Real Housewives Season 5, and honestly, they're not wrong. Fans are split. Some are Team Ryan, saying Marvel is overreacting and that this is just a power play to keep their stars in line. One fan tweeted, Ryan Reynolds is Deadpool. Marvel can't just replace him like it's no big deal. They've got a point. Ryan's irreverent humor and fourth wall marking antics are what made Deadpool a cultural phenomenon. But then there's the other side. Fans who think this lawsuit is long overdue, especially if the allegations about Blake's involvement are true. One tweet that went viral said, Blake Lively just destroyed Deadpool, and while that's a bold claim, it's clear that her alleged role in this drama has people questioning her motives. Was she fighting for creative control, or was this a case of using her influence to get her way?
I mean, what is the next
what does
5
that
years
mean?
of? Well, in terms of trying, I mean, you apparently are not going to sing if you didn't think you can sing.
I sang in this movie.
Well,
Did you
yeah.
see the movie?
I did see the movie, but I mean.
Oh my gosh, thank you so much. That's so sweet. I'm going to put it here because it doesn't go with my outfit, but I will wear it later.
The internet is divided and the memes are everywhere. Meanwhile, TikTok is having a field day. There are duets of Ryan's old Deadpool scenes with captions like, when Marvel sues you, but you're still cracking jokes. And let's not forget the fan edits of Blake Lively as a dragon, referencing her alleged dragon's comment. It's chaos, y'all. Beautiful, messy chaos. But here's the real question. Can Ryan salvage his reputation? Or is this the end of Deadpool as we know it? Some fans are holding out hope that this is just a bump in the road and that Ryan and Marvel will work things out behind closed doors. Others think this could be the beginning of the end for Deadpool in the MCU. And if that happens, let's just say the internet might actually break. So what do y'all think? Is Marvel overreacting, or did Ryan and Blake take things too far? Drop your hottest takes in the comments. I'm dying to know where you stand. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell because I keep you updated on all the juicy details. Your girl's got to get her nails done, and your support helps. Stay tuned because this saga is only getting started. Now let's not forget Justin Baldoni in all of this. While Blake and Ryan are at the center of the storm, Justin's been playing it cool. He hasn't gone on the offensive or throwing any public tantrums. Instead, he's been quietly releasing uncut messages and communications to counter Blake's claims.
What we're talking about is so important and so meaningful that we're able to have this much anticipation and
so many people want to go see it.
These receipts, allegedly showing Blake discussing how to use her dragons to pressure the production, have been a game changer. Justin's approach has been calculated and measured, and which makes him come off as the calm, rational one in this whole mess. In interviews, Justin has stayed neutral, calling the situation a cautionary tale about how minor disagreements can spiral out of control when egos and power dynamics come into play. He's expressed regret that things escalated to this level, saying, "It's unfortunate that creative differences turned into something so public and damaging. And honestly, that's a classy move." While Blake and Ryan are caught up in a legal and PR nightmare, Justin's managed to position himself as the voice of reason. But here's the twist. Some insiders think Justin's film might actually benefit from all this drama. Let's be real, any publicity is good publicity, and this feud has put Justin's project in the spotlight like never before. The free publicity is insane. Every time Blake or Ryan makes a move, Justin's film gets another wave of attention, and if the movie's good, it could turn into a sleeper hit. Imagine this, audiences flocking to see the film that sparked one of Hollywood's messiest feuds in years.
And I had never read a romance novel.
Never?
And she said, just trust me, read it. So I read it, and by the end of the book, I couldn't even read the text on the page because I was crying so much.
Talk about turning lemons into lemonade, right? Justin's handling this like a pro, and it's paying off. While Blake and Ryan are busy fighting legal battles and defending their reputations, Justin's sitting back, letting the drama work in his favor. It's a masterclass in damage control, and honestly, we have to respect the hustle. So, what do y'all think? Is Justin the unsung hero of this saga, or is he just playing the game better than everyone else? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I'm here for the discussion. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell because you know I'll keep you updated on all the juicy details. Your girl's got to get her nails done, and your support helps. Stay tuned because this drama is far from over. Alright fam, that's the tea for today. This drama is wild and it's far from over. What do y'all think? Is Marvel overreacting, or did Ryan and Blake take things too far? Drop your hottest takes in the comments. I'm dying to know where you stand. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell because you know I'll keep you updated on all the juicy details. Stay tuned because this saga is only getting started. See you in the next video.